Sam, we're just looking ahead to Forest Green with no midweek game this week. Are the boys feeling fresh going into this one?
Yeah, they're feeling fresh. They've had a really good working week. We trained really well this evening, done a little bit of tactical work, and obviously pushed the boys on Tuesday. Monday was more of a recovery session off the back of the Hartlepool performance. But yeah, we're in a good place at the moment. The boys are looking fresh. Obviously, we're nursing a few back at the moment also, but the players that we have available to us, they train really well, excellently, and we're prepared going into this game knowing that it's going to be a difficult challenge.
Omar Musa and Saka-san, they've both been away in international duty, both played starring roles. Just how pleased were you for them?
Yeah, over the moon for them. I know how much of an honour it is to go and represent your country, and you know, for them to both do that and do it so well, Sak with an amazing assist and their first win since 2019 Somalia, so very proud for him. And obviously Omar Musa scoring his 2 goals as well against Zambia, which was fantastic for him, really proud. So great to have Omar back in the squad, and he'll be up for contention on Saturday.
Yeah, well, how much of a selection headache do you have with Nathan Shakuna taking his opportunity last weekend as well? Yeah,
Nathan's done fantastic, and I must commend his attitude whilst being out of the team. And I think it's always a hard place as a player, especially when you just want to play games and score goals or have your contribution to the side. But he's certainly done that over the last couple of weeks, coming off the sides and having impact, and he's had to be patient and wait to get back in the side because, you know, we signed him and he played literally every game of every minute, and he's been fantastic for us. Came out the side for a brief period and then came back in on Saturday, scored a fantastic goal. So he's in a good place, but I have to commend his attitude whilst he's been in the waiting, because that's not easy. He's been a positive influence around the place. It's always difficult, I think, for players, you know, when we're doing shape, and if you're not in that starting 11 to quite not give it your 100%, but he's given it 100% every week. And I think, you know, as a collective, that's what the group have been really good at, supporting each other, even when they're not playing. But I think that's important if you're going to create successful environments, is to push each other and be patient, wait your turn, and when your turn comes, take the opportunity with both hands, which Nathan has done.
Forest Green come into the game, they're top of the league, creating a lot of chances as well. What do we need to do if we are to give ourselves a good chance of maybe getting something from the game?
We certainly have to be structured. We certainly have to have a shape about us that tries and eliminates their free-flowingness. They've been excellent. That's why they are where they are in the table. They've been clinical in front of goal. They've got some really good players, especially in the final third. They play front-footed. They're organised, and you know, we fully respect the job Robbie Savage has done with them up to now. They've been fantastic. They're top of the table for a reason, but we've also got a bit of momentum behind us at the moment, and we're 5 games unbeaten. We're in a good place. Confidence is high, so we know that we have to be super structured in all moments and phases of the game, and that's the stuff that we've just done out on the grass now. So we'll be looking to implement that on Saturday, knowing that it's going to be a real tough challenge. I don't think anybody's given us much of a chance on Saturday, but you know, we've got our own self-belief about us, and we'll go into the game with no fear whatsoever, and we'll do what we can to try and cause some problems.
We often look to sort of dominate possession in games. Will we have a different mindset maybe going into this one?
No, I think we try and approach every game knowing what we do in possession. We always try to implement our identity and impose our style on all teams and all moments. How that looks, that can tweak from game to game, but certainly we'll try and implement our style. That doesn't change. This is who we are, and we'll stick to that. Of course, there's different phases in the game where we have to be a bit more resilient and, you know, disciplined out of possession. Of course we have, but you know, there's ways that we want to try and exploit, and you know, we try and put them in place on Saturday. And we just worked on it now and done some analysis with Liam Badcock. So yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a real tough test for the players, but a real good gauge to see where we're at. I think you look across the season, the games that we've played, especially against those top 7 sides, you know, I'd like to think that we've been competitive in all fixtures. So yeah, it's going to be no different on Saturday against the league leaders, and we're thoroughly looking forward to it.
And the fans as well at the Vale, will they have to play a big role if we're to sort of put the pressure on Forest Green?
Massively, yeah. I think they're going to be key for us on Saturday, but we need to replicate their energy with a performance on the pitch, and you know, we're going to have to dig in at times. We're going to have to be really front-footed as well, and when we get our moments, we're going to have to try and capitalise on them as well and try and be as clinical as we can be. But it's going to require a real squad team effort and a real effort with the fans as well to, you know, try and get us through this game, you know, with a few niggles, with a few knocks. But again, like I say, with injuries and with suspensions provides opportunity to other players. So, you know, I'm really excited, looking forward to it. And, you know, like I say, it'll be a really good test to see where we're at. And hopefully we can continue the momentum that we've got at the moment.
Thanks for your time, Sam.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.